Hi, guys. Good to see you. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Uh-oh. Hang on. I know there's a little delay. Hi, everybody. Stories in the Rain. I love your name. I love Stories in the Rain. Hi, guys. Hi, Tiffany. Ra, the creator. How are you? Hi, Paula Robertson. My middle name is actually Paula. And another Judy. Judy B. Hello. Good to see you, friends. Stories in the Rain, you're a new channel. I do what you do. Oh, I'll have to check you out for sure. Stories in the Rain. Hi, Nana. Good morning. Pat, good to see you guys. Danielle. Got about 40 in here. I'll wait another couple minutes. I just think we're getting a little bit of tunnel vision here with this Summer Wells case. Just because Dawn makes the most noise, so he draws a lot of attention. Living life in Hawaii. Hello from Kauai. I was just watching the flooding at Waikiki Beach. Saw it on the news. Praying for those people. It was looking pretty bad. Hi, Pebbles. Hi, everybody. Diane, it's nice to see you here. Love your little puppy picture. I'm such an animal nut. Like a freak. Is it flooding there too in Kauai? Yeah. Well, I'll pray for you guys. You know, flooding is always scary. Hello from Colorado, Catherine. Does anybody else feel like we're getting sort of tunnel vision with this Summer Wells case? Everything you see is Dawn and Candace, Dawn and Candace. Diane Strauss, she just passed away. I'm sorry, who passed away? Yes, Shandon. That's what Dawn is trying to do. How many think there's more to the story? How many think it's way deeper than we could even imagine? I just we're sorry your fur baby passed away, Diane. That is always the hardest part, right? Everything we love goes away eventually, including us, right? Way deeper. Yeah, I feel like I can't even wrap my mind around what's going on here. How did you guys feel about the recent search? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw where they were searching in this recent search, my heart sank, and I don't know why. Like, I legit cried, and I don't really know why. Yeah, that's why, if LE was looking in this particular location, do they not have any other information? Do they think she still just wandered away? I mean, I don't know. Hi, Gigi. No, you didn't miss much at all. We are just getting started. Renee, I have not listened to Paranormal Invite, but I will. I have a pen and paper here, and I'm making a list to check it out. I am always into finding new stuff to watch and new channels. It's okay to mention other creators that you love here, Not ones that you hate, but ones that you love and you recommend to others. It's okay to mention here, for sure. I don't know how many have seen this video. This was on Dark Rose's channel. I don't know how many of you follow Dark Rose. Yeah, we might talk a little bit about Reverend Donna Serafina. I mean, I've been given permission to share her videos and stuff, so anyone who hasn't seen it that wants to see it, we can do that at the end. Reverend Donna Serafina has worked on many cases where she was correct, including the Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow case, where she gave us all information about pretty much exactly the horrific details of things that happened to these kids. It was like 6 months before they were even found. Also, the Gabby Petito case, she had a pretty clear vision of where Gabby Petito's body was located. And I love Reverend Donna. We should send her prayers. I know she had a broken leg that she was healing from. And, I haven't talked to her or heard from her lately, but we're going to send some prayers to her for healing. Summer keeps mentioning Luke. Yes, I actually recorded Luca in one of my sessions. I also recorded Billy in my sessions, and come to find out, David Dotson's first name is actually Billy. And there's another Billy we're going to talk about here in a little bit. God bless Reverend Donna Serafina. Yes, send her prayers. I know she's still healing, and she has other health issues, and I know that she doesn't like doing these true crime cases. It's very dark and it's hard on your spirit. It just is. Hi, Miss Member Dara. Police off the cuff had a psychic. Yes. And she said some of the same things you've thought about. Very interesting. Yes, that was Oracle Laura. Oracle Laura is on Facebook. She actually works with law enforcement, and she has many things on her Facebook where things that she's predicted and posted that have come true later. So that's what we want, right? Is validation. I don't put up these spirit box sessions just to keep putting them up. We need to wait and see if things are validated, because I don't know the accuracy rate of these spirit box sessions. So I want to play this really quick from Dark Rose just because it is the sweetest thing I've ever seen. I have to play it. This is Summer in Church. In her sweet little voice, people always say that she was nonverbal, and that is not true. And according to Robin, it's not true. And I've actually heard her on a TikTok video ask her mom a question when they were sitting outside watching the lightning. And she was asking her mom, "What is that?" And Candace was like, "It's lightning, baby." So let's listen to her sweet little voice. It just does my soul good to hear her voice. So let me see if I can get back to it here. Oh, hang on a second. So I'm still learning StreamYards, guys, so bear with me. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear this okay when it starts to play. I know she was here. She was today. You're welcome. Aren't her eyes so beautiful? She is such a beautiful little girl. I know she was here. She would say, "You're welcome." Her voice is the sweetest thing ever. Hang on. So her little voice is the sweetest thing ever. Quantum Paranormal, I feel you should all stop this now. These apps are good, but they're not accurate. Most of what this lady has presented is gibberish. Well, that's not true, because we can always go back and look. I've been doing this 4 years, and we can always go back and look and see what validation that we got. That's the proof, right? The proof is not just putting up a session. The proof is going back to see what was actually relevant. My favorite way of communication is straight up EVPs, recording with my cell phone in a quiet room and recording voices. But yeah, we need validation. We always have to go back and look. Just because a spirit box session doesn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work for others. Just like some people are psychic, some people are mediums, some people use pendulums, some people use tarot cards. It's just whatever, it's just whatever works for you. It doesn't work for everyone. I'm just saying. So anyway, now I got distracted, but man, Summer is such a sweetheart. I just I wanted to start looking outside the box a little bit, and I don't know how many of you here watch Ziggy. I love Ziggy. She is a true crime drama channel. We call her Ziggy Springer, but I love Ziggy, and I'm going to play something that she played on her channel yesterday, and I did see this when it came out a long time ago. But I didn't really pay attention until I saw it the other day on Ziggy's channel. So I'm going to play this real quick and just tell me what you guys think. Hi, Avery's mom. Good to see you. Okay, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Okay, hang on one second. Okay. Just let me know what you guys think about this. Whoops. Okay.
I asked her why she would want to go to Candace, I remember. Or what, somebody sent me another thing that she...
I just want to say that what we're about to watch is from Summer's prayer vigil, and it's people that were attending the prayer vigils. In the beginning, there was quite a few people attending, but right now I just want to just listen to this clip real quick.
Lied about. What about her trying to say, oh, we were going to buy Candace a trailer and have it put on our property.
Let me make sure I'm at the right time. 57, 52. Sorry, hang on one second.
I don't know why somebody would think that was her. Oh, not her?
Okay. Is it still playing? I'm not sure what's happening.
somebody would think that was her. Oh, not her? It said 2:39. Is it before this lady? Do I need to keep playing it? Shallow, or is it before her?
I might have too many tabs open, guys. Hang on.
Oh, okay. All right, let's continue.
I can't even imagine what you're going through. I just can't. A lot of us here from a theater, and we've been all praying. Our cast has been praying. And Timmy just, has been so instrumental in this, and I just.
So did you hear what she said? She said a lot of them here are from a theater, right? In my last Spirit Box session, we recorded theater. I know Reverend Donna Serafina has mentioned something about the theater and actors or something like that. In my last video, I think I called it the Lamplighter Theater. This is a theater in Kingsport, Tennessee. And this theater, I think I called it the Lamplighter Theater. It's actually called the Lamplight Theater. And so we're going to watch a little bit about that too here in a second. The Lamplight Theater in Kingsport. So don't you find it odd that... Sorry, guys, my dog's barking. Don't you find it odd that Summer's prayer vigil was filled with actors from theater? And actually, if I would have kept playing that, that lady mentions Timmy. Is that the Tim that they're talking about that Dawn says went to India? Just curious. Yeah, anyone who's interested or wants to hear Reverend Donna's rendition or reading regarding Summer, I will play it at the end of our live. So they said somebody found bones during the last search. I didn't hear that, but yeah, I would like to know more about that. If they did, it takes a little bit to identify things like that, right? Oh, Summer, I know her eyes. Okay, so the Lamplight Theater. The reason I'm on here today is because I just wanted to take a look. Let's take a walk around Kingsport. Let's take a look at the theater. And instead of me just sitting here alone surfing the web looking at this stuff, I figured we could look at stuff together. Let me share my screen again here. The Lamplight Theater in Kingsport. This is a Christian-based theater, apparently, which is backed by a church, and we're going to talk about that. It's not the SDA church, but it is a Christian church. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Reverend Donna Serafina even mentioned something about the man being in costume and having a mask on and things like that. There are certain things I'm not going to talk about today, but we are going to take a look at the Lamplight Theater. Again, why are Summer's prayer vigils full of actors from a theater? Maybe they just live in the community. Maybe they're men, some are members of the church. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's take this off. Let me share a different screen. Give me 1 second. I'll get better at this, you guys, I promise. So, which one do I want? This one. So we're just going to take a look at some of the things that the Lamplight Theater puts on. And remember, this is a Christian-based theater. I have not watched the videos. We won't be watching them here because there's music and things I don't want to get copyright strikes for. But we're just gonna take a look. I'm just looking, and I wanted you guys to look at some things with me. So this is one of their productions, apparently. Foggy Valley crew returns to Lamplight Theater in The Kidnap Caper. The Kidnap Caper, January 2021. We're not going to really talk about any actors or people associated here. I'm not saying anything good, bad, or otherwise about the theater. Okay, we're just going to take a look. So this particular production about kidnapping, apparently, it says 3 thugs, Shank, Slick, and Cluck, have been given instructions by the mysterious mob father to kidnap the rich Mrs. Worthington. But confusion and chaos occurs when Mama Gooden happens to be a dead ringer for the rich aristocrat and is taken by mistake. Spoolie and Wilfred Gooden, along with family friends Reverend Clyde and his sweetheart Clementine Hogg and the resident taxidermist Judy Miller, must find a way to raise money to pay off Mama's ransom. Can the Gooden family come up with a way to raise $1 million? How will Mama escape her kidnappers' clutches? Considering how crazy her family is, will she even want to escape? What? Sorry, that's freaking weird to me, guys. It's weird to me. We can take a look at another one. Keep this in the back of your mind, guys, this Lamplight Theater. Let me share the next one. So what we're looking at here is this. The Mark, Lamplight Theater. Are you ready for the rapture and the tribulation period? A terrifying end times thriller comes to Lamplight Theater with The Mark. I did say more about this, guys. That was a little horrifying, actually. But when we click on it, look what happens. Oh, it's been removed. Can't find this one. About the rapture. Interesting to me. I just get such weird vibes. I just do. So let's look at another one. Let's look at another one of their plays. me 1 second. What's the next one here? Oh, yeah, this one. Here's another play that they put on. Keep in mind, this is a Christian-based theater. Here's another play they put on. The Carnival of Death. The Carnival of Death. This was for Halloween. So, take it for what it's worth. We're just taking a look. This Halloween show plunges into the dark side as an old, beat-up carnival rolls into a small town with a motley cast of sideshow oddities who cast a demonic curse on a group of teens. This chilling production is not for the weak of heart. As a part of the City Youth League, high school students prepare for the town's All Hallows Eve celebration. Little do they know that their traveling carnival, a troupe of demons, will soon wreak havoc and terrorize the souls of the most unexpected victims. The Carnival of Death is hosted by a malevolent evil entity named Furia and assisted by the sister Drunge twins. They will introduce you to a legion of nefarious demons. These fallen ones summon Lucifer, who masquerades as I can't say that, the Grand Marshal for this disturbing carnival. Guys, I just get freaked out about this. The Carnival of Death exposes dark realities of true life, which can be very disturbing. What? When you step inside the big tent, the Grand Marshal will introduce you to a world of disbelief. He uses his disguised, sinister spirits to entice you to believe his lies. Evil necromancers, sorcerers, and conjurers are only a part of his haunting menagerie. When this legion of principalities is done with this band of teens, their mortal souls will hang in the balance of the afterlife. Perhaps yours will as well. What? What? Creepy to me, guys. Super creepy. Just saying. Let me take a look at chat, see what's going on. You're talking about Oracle Laura was on Police Off the Cuff. Yes, I did see that. And I do want to check out her Facebook page, Oracle Laura. She literally works with law enforcement directly. And they've used her on many cases. Just want to say hi, everybody. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you here. I wanted to thank everybody that's become a member recently, everybody that's purchased merchandise recently. Listen, if you have merch and you want to shoot me a picture with you and the merch, and you don't mind if I put it on my community tab or make a little video, send it to me at Afterlife Research 1111, Afterlife Research 1111 at gmail.com. I appreciate you. Also, if you become a member, you would also get access to the Earth Angels Clubhouse. I put a link in the community tab to our Earth Angels Discord. Anyone can hang out anytime, share photos, voice chat. I haven't been in there a lot this week because my father had some issues. He fell and needed stitches, and then he had surgery. And yesterday he was back at urgent care again. So, real life happens. Hi, everybody. Louisiana, how are you? It's good to see everybody here. Aw, Annie, thank you. The join button doesn't always show on all devices. If it's not showing on your device, there is a link in the description of every video to join and become a member. It's $2.99 a month, guys. We will be doing some live streams, spirit box sessions, dowsing rod sessions, and that kind of thing, which I will still also do on this channel. So you guys don't anyone feel like they're being left out. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Avery's mom. I appreciate it. You know, life is just tough. Our whole goal is to live to be old, right? And then you get old and it's tough. It's tough all the way around. Life is just tough, right? So I'm going to get back on track and pull up something else here. Let me see. Let me see what I'm going to pull up next. So the ministry behind this Lamplight Theater is a minister. And what's his name? His name is Billy Wayne. Billy Wayne. So that's Billy number 2. We recorded Billy in a spirit box session. Now we have Billy David Dotson and Billy Wayne. And again, I'm not saying anything bad about anyone. We're just chatting about this. Okay, so let me see what I'm going to share. I'm getting distracted by chat. Let me hang on one second. So this is the minister that's behind, yeah, me too. This is the gentleman, Billy Wayne. He is behind the Lamplight Theater. He is a Christian. He also deals with another theater, and we'll take a look at that. But I may be looking a little bit more into the other theater that he's involved with also. If anyone is in Kingsport or knows about this theater or has been to this theater, please let me know in the comments if there's anyone here. 259 people. The odds are we probably don't have someone here from Kingsport or that has actually been to the Lamplight Theater. Jewel says Dawn works with a Billy also. So we have 3 Billys so far. So let me just say I don't have great luck in putting together names in the spirit box sessions that I record. I mean, I'm not putting that much relevance on it. I'm just noting that it's something that happened, that the name Billy, is coming up. But this guy, Billy Wayne, is interesting. When you start reading a little bit about him and why he got into the ministry. Oh, here's the name of the other theater, the Emporium. So I will be looking a little bit into that and what kind of productions and things that they put on. But do you see here where it talks about Billy Wayne? Coming from an abusive childhood and a broken home, Billy Wayne relates to troubled youth in a way that most cannot. When I read a little bit more into him, he came from an alcoholic and abusive childhood. Did he break the cycle? Has he broken the chain here? Just wondering what you guys think. Have you put up any new spirit box sessions on Summer or Daniel Robinson lately? I did do one on Summer. I don't know, what was that, 6 or 7 days ago? And I do have an update regarding Daniel Robinson. If you guys remind me, I'll play that right before I play Reverend Donna's video. yeah, there are some updates in the Daniel Robinson case. I've been out almost every weekend except last weekend with Lane with the drone. We have found multiple vertical mine shafts in the area and other things that we're trying to get checked. But there is a little bit of movement in the case, and I can play that, like I said, at the end right before we play Donna's video, if you guys even want me to do that with Reverend Donna's video. That's the man I've been seeing doing something to Summer, Holly Love. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he seems like a good guy. He has his hands in a lot of things. He is involved with 2 theaters. He has online stores and merchandise. He has an actual brick and mortar store where they sell things, and we'll take a look at some of that. I just don't know, you guys. I just get the weirdest feeling about all of this. It is very deep. Michael, I just I don't know. Let's take a look at another part here. I'm deleting tabs as I go, so I'm hoping it's not messing up StreamYard because I had so many tabs open, you guys. Let's try this. Why is Summer's prayer vigil filled with actors, guys? Is it just a coincidence? I don't know. May 8th. Let's take a look at something else from this church and from Billy Wayne. So this just looks like a newsletter that Billy Wayne sends out. He is the owner of Vision Productions, Inc. Vision Productions, Inc. I'm not going to read all of this, but we're going to come down here and say, let's see. I was reading a passage in Malachi the other night that explains why I feel many of us are guilty of. Okay, let me start over. I was reading a passage in Malachi the other night that explains what I feel many of us are guilty of. When you bring blind animals for sacrifice, is that not wrong? When you sacrifice crippled or diseased animals, is that not wrong? Try offering them to your governor. Would he be pleased with you? Would he accept you? Says the Lord Almighty. Now implore God to be gracious to us with such offerings from your hands. Will he accept you? In other words, he's not sacrificing a healthy animal, right? There's something wrong with it, blind, crippled, diseased. Then we look down here. You guys can see that. Ministries are filled with people that do the same old stuff. God is ready to pour out a fresh anointing on those who seek him. I want to be one of those people. I want my Savior to be pleased with the offerings and sacrifices that I bring before him. I desire his acceptance and not bow down to the popular opinion of others. What? I know. What? So again, I'm not saying anything negative about this church. It's just this whole thing is creeping me out, you guys. The church and the theater and the... You know what? I'm going to do another live stream too. We're going to get a little bit into the carnival circuit that Candace was once a member of, right? Some of the nefarious things that happen in the carnival circuit. We're going to talk about that later. So is anyone else getting bad vibes from this whole lamplight thing and this Billy guy? I'm freaking out, you guys. I don't know why. I feel like I want to throw up. Crazy, right? I'm going to look at some other stuff here. I think that was probably the last... oh, well, wait a minute. So you want to meet this Billy Wayne guy and see what he's all about? Let's just take a look at Billy. This is where he is walking through his brick and mortar store. And he's just talking about things they have for sale in there. Not sure if this is it. Yeah. Okay. Let's meet Billy Wayne. Yes, the train. We're just going to keep that up on the board too, the train. All right, let's meet Billy. Billy, what are you all about? What is Billy all about? Uh-oh, hang on a minute.
Over here, we have different people that, people that were kind of pushing out. Now, this month, of course, Lamplight Theater will always be with t-shirts from Lamplight Theater. And here's some of our Lamplight Theater things, some different things. And of course, if you buy so much, we give you different, make a good deal. Over here, we have different people that, people that were kind of pushing out. This month, of course, Lamplight Theater will always be with t-shirts from Lamplight Theater. And here's some of our Lamplight Theater things. Identity, which was is a popular thing that we do, and a thing that I've been teaching on as my theme for this year for all camps and stuff. And it's before I was formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. And I did this whole identity thing. Who are we in Christ? Once we know who we are in Him, it's an amazing thing how we can live our lives. Back on the back is the handprint of God that I put back here. Who am I? And it gives a Bible verse there for it. And it says who we are, that God formed us. So these are some t-shirts that we have from Lamplight Theater. They're mixed in with some things from My Blue Noodle. We still carry My Blue Noodle here.
What did he say about that t-shirt? What did he say about that t-shirt? What does it say? Wait a minute. I'll probably get a copyright strike for the music in the background on this. Yeah. What did he say about that shirt? I need to watch that again, you guys. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Let's watch this one more time. I'm going to rewind a little bit.
Over here, we have different people that, people that were kind of pushing out. This month, of course, Lamplight Theater will always be with t-shirts from Lamplight Theater. And here's some of our Lamplight Theater things. Identity, which was is a popular thing that we do, and a thing that I've been teaching on as my theme for this year for all camp.
All right, this shirt. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I know he's talking about God here, guys. But it's creepy. It's creepy. I I don't know. It just is.
That we do, a thing that I've been teaching on as my theme for this year for all camps and stuff. And it's before I was formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. And I did this whole identity thing. Who are we in Christ? Which we know who we are in Him. It's an amazing thing how we live our lives. Back on the back is the handprint of God that I put back here. Who am I? And it gets.
Is it messing it up that I'm not muting my microphone while that's playing? What does that sound like? What a creepy shirt. This guy's name is Billy Wayne. Billy Wayne. It's got a fingerprint on the shirt. Like, what? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I really don't know about this. Billy Wayne also has a cooking channel where they, I guess him and his wife film cooking different things, and he talks and whatnot. Jewel says, I do think Candace is the key. Something she has done when her temper was flaring, or something she has done to a person. I just think it all has to do with her. According to my spirit box sessions, I feel like Dawn would literally hurt her if he knew exactly what happened. I don't know. Someone will speak soon, I have a feeling. Holly Love, that's your channel name for right now, but will be changed once I open my channel. Please let us know about that. Yeah. Yes, Dara. Yes, this is Billy Wayne. He owns the Lamplighter Theater, and he also owns Visions Inc., which is like, I don't know, a film company. What is that? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just catching up on the chat, you guys. There's just more going on here than I think there is. I mean, than my soul wants to believe there is, right? Like, I mean, I want to take a look at something else. This is Grandma Candy. I won't call her Grandis out of respect. She said she hates that name. I've heard her say that multiple times. So I'm not going to call her Grandis. Hi, Debbie Diamond. Good to see you. 4:05 a.m. in Australia. Oh my gosh. I'll have to remember that and try to go a little bit later for you guys. I have Wednesdays off. It's 12:30 in the afternoon here, and I didn't have to work today, so I didn't want to look at all this stuff alone because I'm freaking out about it. But I want to take a look at something else, which is Candy's Facebook. And I know you have to be a friend to probably see more, but hey, from Glendale, Arizona. Hey, Parker Savage. I am in the West Valley. Northwest, I should say. Welcome, neighbor. Good to see my neighbors in here. But I want to look at this real quick. I don't know how many of you have looked at Candy Hair's Facebook. Probably most of you by now. But there's not much on here. I just want to look. So, I mean, Candy Hair's picture is, a rock. But let's look at her post. Let's go back down as far as we can. I'm just going to go through and come up, okay? Hang on one second. The first post that is public is in 2018, so not a big deal. We know that she likes nature and that she collects rocks and she likes flowers and all that kind of stuff, right? So I don't see a post that Candy actually made about her granddaughter where she actually said, "This is my granddaughter, the love of my life. Please, somebody help us." She shared a post that someone else put up. This person shared Summer. This person shared Summer on June 19th, which was 4 days right after she went missing. But Candy didn't share it till the 24th. So the first thing that we see, not being a friend, because it might be different if you're actually a friend on her page, but the 24th, 15th, what's that, 14 days after she went missing, she reposted someone else's post and said nothing about this being her granddaughter or any sort of plea for her. Does anybody else find that weird? Right. Thank you, Annie, for your assistance. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the other picture that Ziggy shared yesterday. If you haven't seen that live stream, it's a live stream that starts with B-Dog. Go to Ziggy's channel. Towards the middle or so, Spirit Seeker Squad, Mandy sent her a picture, and it's actually on Candace's Facebook. It's a disgusting picture, in my opinion, of her shirtless, which is not that big of a deal. That's not the half of it. And I can't even say, I can't even say. You'll have to go watch Ziggy's live to see that picture. Or ask Spirit Seeker Squad, but I can't. I can't even talk about it. It's terrible. But let's see what else is on Candy. Miss Candy's Facebook. Whoops. What happened? Wrong one. Okay. So that was June 24th. She didn't put up her own post about, "Oh my God, my granddaughter's gone. Where could she be? Please help us." She shared somebody else's post, okay? I'm going to come up here a little bit more. She also shared on the same day, the 24th, another post by Rose Meyer, which was about the GoFundMe to raise funds for finding Summer. Does anyone know whatever happened to Rose Meyer? I have not seen or heard anything of her. Does anyone know what happened to Rose Meyer? Is she still speaking out for the family or talking about it at all? Does anyone know? Summer's eyes are always just really sad. I feel like I don't know, in my opinion. Hi, Tracy L. Good to see you. Yeah, I have trouble seeing the happiness in her eyes too in almost any picture that I look at, and it's may just me, my perception or my opinion, but it's pretty sad. Her eyes are so beautiful. Honestly, she looks a little like Candace. Speaking of Candace, if you guys have been looking into this SDA church, and you know who Ellen White is, look up a picture of Ellen White. Actually, maybe I can show it. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I just have to say this. Hang on a second. Look at the, like, I can't. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm going to share the screen. We're going to come back to Grandma Candace's Facebook in a second. But while somebody said Candace, it just reminded me of this. This is Ellen White, right? From the SDA Church. She's very instrumental in founding the SDA Church. Seventh-day Adventist Church. Look at this picture, you guys. Some of these pictures, like this one here on the right, oh my God, I would swear it looks so much like Candace, in my opinion. I'm just saying. She looks, some of these pictures, she looks a lot like Candace. Ellen White. Super interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go back to Grandma Candy. So on June 24th, Candy said, shared a post that Rose Meyer set up about the GoFundMe for funds and all that. I don't even know what happened to that. I don't even know if this is still there. And she shares another, the very next day, the 25th, 10 days after Summer went missing, she's sharing someone else's missing poster. I get it. Poor Elijah, like he needs to be shared. Where is Summer's missing poster or even missing post? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would Grandma Candy not even... Why would Grandma Candy not... I don't know. Did she ever post anything about Summer? Like, did she ever come out and say, this is my beautiful and amazing granddaughter, please help us. We need people down here to look for her, to walk the woods. We need whatever, anything. I mean, so far, I don't see where she has posted any kind of plea. I mean, her intro says love rock hunting. Her intro should say where the F is Summer, right? 25th shares a post that this child was found safely. Again, no mention of Summer, no missing posters. Am I being too judgmental here? Like, this is her grandma, right? What is going on? She didn't. That anyone saw, she never like put out a personal plea for Summer and deleted it. Maybe I missed it. Like, are you serious? Yes, Billy Wayne. Yes, Arrington. I feel like maybe I'm reading too much into this. With Miss Hare. Solomon's Temple Missionary Baptist Church praying for Summer. This is not the SDA church. This is the Baptist church. I'm wondering if this is the church that David Dotson now goes to. I don't know. I'm just asking. June 29th. What's that? 19 days after Summer went missing, she doesn't share anything about a granddaughter being the love of her life or in her heart, or please keep an eye out for my granddaughter. She did post, share if you have a grandson you love with all your heart. Nothing for Summer. Again, am I reading too much into this, you guys? I don't get it. I mean, most of us, a lot of us had Summer on our own personal pages, right? But not Grandma Candy. I made a personal post about Summer, but Josh from the YouTube channel The Lab wrote a letter to Summer, a heartfelt letter to Summer. What is going on, you guys? I know what's going on. I just, I feel like I know. I just have to be careful what I say, right? Finally, on June 30th, she shared once again someone else's post from June 30th. She shared someone else's post about Summer. Amber Alert. It just blows my mind that she doesn't have anything about Summer, how much she loves her, misses her, anything about Summer, right? Like, June 30th, I'm old school. I believe in having good manners, respecting my elders, and helping others when I can. Are you old school too? Oh yeah, I'm old school. More old school than you think. But still, nothing about how much she loves her granddaughter. No missing post or any personal post that she's done about missing Summer. But yet, here's another missing child, which, we thank you, Candy, for sharing. All missing children are important, period. She shared this because it was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So was she already in Wisconsin on the 5th? I don't know. But again, she's sharing other children's photos and nothing about Summer. I can't, you guys. I'm going to check the chat real quick. Justice for Summer. It's coming. I believe it is coming. I was a little disappointed in the area that the police were searching because I feel like if they knew that this was deeper and this was bigger and there's more involved than we all think, like I said, why would they still be looking as if she just wandered off the property? So maybe, police do know more than we know. Sometimes we know more than the police, right? In Daniel Robinson's case, someone left messages on my searches for Daniel saying, let the police do their job. Well, guess what? The police didn't do their job. It was the searchers, us, the search teams that have found remains of 2 other missing individuals that are not Daniel during the search. It was a rancher, a private citizen, that found his vehicle after the police said they'd already flown around and looked for dogs and on foot and whatnot. They missed his vehicle altogether 3.5 miles from his job site. So yes, we are important. We are important. We're important in the Gabby Petito case. It was social media that saw the van, and I mean, they were instrumental in figuring out the location of Gabby Petito. So I don't want to hear that we should leave it all to the police, because the police don't solve crimes. People solve crimes. The police talk to people who solve crimes. They don't just sit around and go, oh, we know what happened. It's people, right? So I'm going to keep looking at Candace. Wait, the other Candy. So as of July 5th, there's still no personal message or plea about Summer on Candy Harer's Facebook. We can't see this one. I don't know what happened. Somebody said, we're sorry for your loss, praying for you all. I don't know if she had a family member that passed away, or I don't know what this comment was in relation to. July 7th. Her very last post that I can see that's public says, not accepting friends requests anymore. Thank you. Period. That's it. That was on July 12th, and there has been no other posts that we can see publicly that have to do with Summer. How sad. Yeah, we do need more mediums, but we have to make sure that they're credible. Always be skeptical. Always look for validation from people like, well, myself. I try to show validation. I don't want anyone ever calling the police or TBI about anything that I've recorded in my spirit box sessions. My goal is to see if anything that we've recorded matches, and we don't know that until we have more information. I'm new at this, you guys. I'm not claiming that I know all. I'm showing you what I record, and then we go back and try to verify things. Oracle Laura is another one who has a proven track record, a lot like Reverend Donna Serafina. So we can't believe all mediums for sure. Always be skeptical. I was a skeptic before I started this. I had to get tons of validation on different things before I even had a hint of believing these things could happen. This communication is real. So be skeptical. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. I can get rid of Miss Candy because obviously she's not even saying anything about Summer. Oracle Laura is a nut? Really? Maybe you should talk to some of the police officers and law enforcement agencies that she's worked with. Have I used the rods with Summer? Maybe a little bit. Not so much. I prefer the spirit box. So that's what I do mostly. We can try a dowsing rod session about Summer. Maybe I'll do a live and we'll do that. But let's forget about Miss Candy for right now. I don't know if you guys even want to look at Candace Bly's website, because most of you have probably already seen it. I'm just looking. Hang on one second. Let's see. So did any of you notice that Summer Wells had her own Facebook page, right? Most of you probably know that. Some of you maybe don't. And it said that she was a mommy or something. What is that all about? I don't know. This is Candace Blythe's Facebook, and these are pictures in her album. And a lot of these are Allie and Sherry, I guess. And I don't even know if I can show all the pictures on here, you guys, because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, little Summer. She is such a sweet baby. Can't even take it. Can't even take it. Yeah, I love her. Hang on, sorry about that one. The new Subaru, right? December 29th, 2020. We're still not sure what's going on with the Subaru, right? He says he has $650 a month payments. People have pulled up the VIN number, which does not show a lien. I guess Robin and David Dotson and Don and Candace all had Subarus. David Dotson's brother's some Subaru dealer at a car lot or something. There's a lot going on, you guys. We already know Candace needs her medicine, right? That's not a surprise. Do you guys even care that we're looking through this, or have most of us seen all of this already? If you want me to keep going looking at pictures on her Facebook, give me a 1 in the chat. If you've already seen it and want me to move on, put a 2. We don't have to go through this if everyone's seen it already. Haven't seen this. Okay, keep going. Okay. Well, let's keep looking. Thank you, guys. I'll keep going unless somebody says, oh my God, stop. A lot of the pictures that we've seen before, you know, Candace is a little sunshine mixed in with a little hurricane. Yeah, aren't we all? There's a lot of things I don't know what they are. It looks like packaged gifts. I don't know if she was selling these. A blanket, throw rugs. Like, I don't know what. If she was wrapping and selling these things, I don't know. Here's a good one. What are the 5 truths about Candace? She's nice for everyone. Nice to everyone. She's taken for granted. She's understanding, generous, and she keeps secrets. She keeps secrets. What? Just so you know, I'm not being able to see chat right now, you guys, because I'm looking through the pictures. I'm always scared of what I'm going to see on here. I'm afraid to keep scrolling down because a lot of toys, and I don't know if she was selling these toys. I mean, wouldn't you think the youngest two, $20 would still play with those, her youngest babies? I mean, are these things that she's selling? I'm just curious. No judgment. Sometimes kids don't play with things. I'm a nice person. Just don't push the bitch button. Right? Yeah, we know. We know that. I'm scrolling slowly because I'm scared. What I'm going to see. Who is in your drunk Christmas squad? Jose, the blunt one. True, the troublemaker. Candace, the naughtiest one. Allie, the Grinch. And Allie, the crazy one. I'm sure this is just some random app that picked names out of her friends list, or maybe she did this herself. I don't know. I don't know. Short summary of your life. Candace, you are an angel in disguise with a pure soul and a golden heart to help the needy without expecting anything in return. A lot of people look up to you because your kindness is unlike anyone else's. This picture down here says you know me, but you do not know my story. Wow. This is Candace, warm-hearted, goofy, fun-loving, young at heart, never gives up. Wow. Okay. I mean, I can't even say. This looks like Don. Is this Don's truck? Does he have a GMC? Yes, apparently it's showing the license plate there. A GMC? Must be Don's truck, right? I do see a white car right beside him parked over here. Not even sure that has a date on it. Little Miss Summer. October 2020. Climbing the tree. I loved to climb trees when I was younger. Of course, we have the picture of her, my favorite picture, with her beautiful eyes. Not sure when this was taken. September 27th, 2020. It's National Daughter's Day. Here's to my beautiful daughter. Love you, Summer Moon Wells. From Candace. She's beautiful. You guys doing okay in chat? Hi, Amy. Good to see you. We are just looking at Candace's Facebook pictures, and hope I don't get in trouble for it. That's what we're looking at. So let's go back here. Let's look at a couple more. Well, we know Allie, right? We all know Allie. Grandma Candy. This must have been back when they were actually friends still. I know that Candace took the kids on a lot of outdoor adventures, and that's a good thing. I mean, she really did get them out and about a lot. And, thank God for some of those fun experiences that they have gotten to have. I mean, I can't really say anything about this because a lot of us probably feel this way. I'm not bipolar, I'm multipolar. That means I cry, I laugh while I beat the shit out of you. Daddy's little monster. This is Harlequin. Is that what that is? Harlequin. I'm just looking through. We have lots more to go through. Hang on one second. I mean, Grandma obviously went with them a lot of times when they on their outings and when they went and did stuff. And she's got a shirt on that says, I dig crystals. I dig crystals too. I'm definitely a rock hound. This was August 1st, 2020. This is one of my favorite pictures. She's so cute. August 1st, 2020. Our little baby. She has now become our child, you guys. She's our daughter now. I'm still nervous to scroll. Just because most of us have seen this one, of course. Hi, Mama. There is such a weird post from a friend of Grandma's Candace on Facebook. Yeah, you can try to share the link. I don't know. Are you a mod? Will it let you? She's not your child. She is in my heart, in my soul. She's all of ours, right? We all care what happened to her. I'm adopted. The parents that I have were not my biological parents. Just because I didn't birth her doesn't mean I don't love her like she's my child. Just saying. Don't you have a heart? Is she not your child too? Just wondering. Isn't she your child too? Family is what you make it, right? I would take Summer in a heartbeat if they found her. She can come live here. I've been background checked, fingerprinted, level 1 fingerprint ID card, home studies, home checks, had my bank accounts checked. Do I not have any mods in here? Ra, the creator, would you like to be a mod for a minute? Ra, the creator, I have just modded you. If you could help me out a little bit, please, I appreciate it. I'm also adopted. Yes, so you're my sister. You know what I loved about going to Hawaii? They call everybody cousins. Everybody's your cousin. Hi, cousin. How you doing today, cousin? We are all a thread in a huge, beautiful tapestry. We are all important. We are all different. Nonetheless, still important for the full picture. You are my cousin, Kimmy. Love you bunches. Yes, Ra, the creator, I think I gave you a wrench already. So I'm going to look through some more pictures here before I get off track and distracted, because there was some other interesting ones, and it might be in the album and not in this particular section that I'm looking at. I'm not really looking at anything in particular, guys, just looking. Just didn't want to sit here all morning and go through all this alone. It's nice to have your guys' company here. Such a sweetheart. Let me go back here. Hang on. A lot of these we've seen from TikTok and from other pages. Little mischievous girl. I love her so much. Oh, even the puppy looks sad, right? I don't know. July 2020. July 3rd, 2020. What do you guys think about that? And this is H. Hi, Suze. I've missed you so much, my friend. How are you? Suze is in Scotland. Hello to you, Miss Suze. Yeah, H looks different. I don't know what kind of look he's trying to give. Kind of weird. We all know Allie. Miss Allison. I really wish that she would talk more. I know that there's a lot of hate out here. I don't blame her for not wanting to talk. I did notice that H does show gang signs in his pictures. You know, my nephew did that too when he was younger. I don't know. They just trying to be the shit. I don't know. Suze, we're sending prayers to you. Not been too well, but getting there. I'm sorry you're having a hard time, and we're sending you some prayers to feel better, Suze, my friend. Okay, I can't. Let's get this off the screen. What is this? Just a dirty laundry basket? Like, what is this? No idea. Why are you posting? Is this stuff for sale, maybe, that she had for sale? I don't get it. Might be items that she was selling. I don't know. I've seen this picture before. Aw, isn't that special? Grandma Candy and Allie. Well, I mean, I guess I know they used to be friends, you know. And you do know if you look on H's Facebook, right? He's got his profile picture was him and Candace, right? You guys know. Is this Hunter? I think so. You know, there sure are a lot of pictures on here. Kind of weird. I think I kicked myself from the stream. Let me get back to where I was. Hang on. Okay. We're gonna go to a different album here in a second. Who's more mouthy, you or your daughter? Candace 0%. Summer Wells 100%. Summer Wells is mouthy from head to toe, but you couldn't love her more. She takes after you. Wow. I know, again, that's just one of these apps that make these things up in, but I mean, there's so many pictures of H. I don't know. This is one of my favorite pictures of Miss Summer. I have this downloaded as a screensaver. Can you get any more sweet? Autism Mama, yes. Let me find you. Hang on one second. Autism Mama, I just gave you a wrench. Thank you so much. Please have my back and protect me, right? From all the craziness. I mean, it really is too bad that Ellie and Candace had a falling out, because it seems like they were pretty good friends. Why do they keep letting their dogs have puppies? That's another thing. Jody Sue said Dawn stomped one of the dogs until its guts were hanging out, and it was still walking around, right? She also said that Dawn sewed up a cat on his own that had an injury. He pretends to light the cats on fire. I've heard Candace say he grabs the cats and the kittens by the neck. Why has not animal control been called on these people? Why would Jody Sue know? How would she know that a dog is walking around with his insides hanging out from Dawn stomping on it, and her not call animal control or the cops? The hell is wrong with you? WTF. And they just keep having puppies and more puppies and more puppies. And they don't even really care about them. Why? I don't understand. Is this their basement, you guys? Or is this in a shed or somewhere else? Where the heck is this? I know one of the kids had a little lizard of some sort. Is this their basement? Absolutely right. Net detective. There is no such thing as a bad dog, only bad owners, only bad trainers. Dogs are not stupid. Just saying. Let's go, Brandon. Hi, prayers for your son. I hope you're getting some resolution there. I saw you talking about your son on Ziggy's channel. I know that he's passed away recently, and we're so sorry. I know the debacle with the police department and the autopsies. It's terrible. Let's go, Brandon. Please support. Let's go, Brandon. We love you. We love your son. We're sorry that that happened. It's terrible. Any word on those bones that were found in the cement-covered hole? No, and I have not heard about it. Probably because I was working on Monday, Tuesday, busy on the weekend. So if anyone has any information about that, please share it if you feel that it's, relevant. Billy is also the drug dealer. Are you serious? So there's Billy Wayne, Billy David Dotson, Billy the drug dealer, and Billy the coworker. Are you freaking kidding me? What? The bones were plastic. You're right. I did see something about that, some sort of post that said the bones were plastic. Mama She 13, yes, ma'am. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, it'll be up. You can watch it anytime. No problem. I'm sorry you have to go. Thank you for being here. Love you bunches. But yes, I'll be here whenever you want to come back. Come back. This is the living room. Okay. Interesting. Is this a bag full of bugs or beads? What the heck is that? What is that? Oh, I almost thought they were all little bugs or beetles, but they might be beads of some sort. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Freaks me out. I can't. I don't know. Again, we're just going through Candace's Facebook pictures. Bitch ID card, name Candace. Most said word, the F word. No time for fools. Allergic to stupid people. Yeah. I may look calm and cool at times, but in my mind, I've killed you 20 times in 5 minutes in 10 different ways. I may look calm and cool at times, but in my mind, I've killed you 20 times in 5 minutes in 10 different ways. I would never say something like that. I'm sorry. Even joking. We're getting into a lot of older posts. March 7th, 2020. Whose vehicle is this? Somebody got their window broken out. What? Whose vehicle is this? Does anybody know? If you do, please leave me a comment, even if you're watching the restream. I saw this the very first time. Yikes. In fact, I can't even leave that up very long. Did any of you guys see Candace with longer hair? I thought she had beautiful hair. It was so long. And she honestly has eyes like summer. In a relationship with, yeah, since I was 13. Yeah, well, I'm not judging you for that. Have you guys seen little Candace? This is when she was young. She has pretty eyes too. Before the world got to her, and there's a lot of pain and substance abuse behind her eyes now. Bright blue eyes. Just saying. We know they have so many animals. How, I have 3 animals. I barely afford to feed them. How do they afford to feed all the animals that they have? They have so many. How do they even, I don't know. Sorry, I'm reading the comments for a second. Do we know how Candace's first son is with the damage? I don't know. And I didn't know if he was in some sort of assisted living or if he was living on his own. I've heard different things. I did find, her daughter's Facebook, who is also named Candace. And I did put that in a video. But yeah, I don't know. But we do know that her first 2 children were taken away, and now 3 more were taken away. That's 5, and 1 is missing. So out of all 6 kids, she has none. And we know this. She must have dollar store reading glasses on. Poor thing. Her mouth is drawn down here. It makes me think she's sad. Breaks my heart. But again, it looks like she got to do a lot of things. This looks like a fire station, fire truck. Got to give her some credit for that. Sometimes parents don't do anything with their kids at all, so. I was trying to see what Don's tattoo is right here. What is that? On his arm. I have no idea. One year ago, let me see when this actually was, September 9th, 2019. So this was a while back. For couples so eager to call it quits and throw in the towel on your relationship because everything isn't perfect, here's some food for thought. Lifelong commitment is not what most people think it is. It is not waking up every morning to make breakfast and eat together. That's all it says. That was a long time ago. There's her little Paw Patrol shirt. How cute is that? This is when she was younger, 2019. She definitely looks happy there. This is the one that got me, and I've had this on my channel before. I will put you in a trunk and help people look for you. Stop playing with me. I will put you in a trunk and help people look for you. Yikes. I can't. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit and go through some of these pictures. I mean, there's a lot more to go through. But I notice people are not are dropping off, so maybe they're not interested in watching the pictures from the Facebook. But she still has a binky or a toy in her mouth. I don't know. She's a little old to have a binky. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a toy. She is so precious, you guys. If you see me being mean to someone, they earned that shit. Okay, I mean, you know. Can't judge for that. I'm not judging her for anything. Not yet. Anyway, we don't have to look at these anymore. Does anyone want to? Do you want me to keep going with looking at the pictures, or do you want me? Oh, Amy W. sent a super chat. Amy, where are you, Amy? Did I miss it? Amy sent a super sticker. Thank you so much. It's so generous of you. I love you so much, Amy W. If I didn't say thank you already, I appreciate you. We all appreciate tips. You know, it's a lot to maintain a YouTube channel, and it's very stressful, and we appreciate you bunches. Should I keep going with the Facebook from Candy, because there is a lot more to look at, or should I give you guys an update on Daniel Robinson? He's the missing geologist that I have personally been boots on the ground looking for here in Buckeye, Arizona. What are your theories on what happened to her aunt? Oh my. I don't know enough about the case to make that determination, and I really haven't done spirit box sessions and things on it. I don't want to say, I don't want to blame anyone. I mean, her husband is suspicious for sure since he was the last one to see her. But I don't know. I'm in Phoenix. Hi. Somebody says Daniel, and somebody says stay focused on Summer. Are there photos of Gatlinburg? Keep going. Are there photos of Gatlinburg on her Facebook, you mean? Maybe in the album. These are getting back pretty old, so let's see. Maybe let me just scroll through, make sure I'm not missing anything else I wanted to show you. Give me 1 second. We might just switch albums here. Let me look through and see. You are hot and powerful. Badass boss Candace. A killer combination. You win people over with your looks and attitude. The kind of person who is noticed every single time they walk in a room. Maybe that's because she can be heard. Just saying. Sorry, let me just scroll through and see if there's anything else. Dawn 2019. Looking under the influence as usual. Whose baby is this, you guys? Because Summer was born in February 4th, 2016. Whose baby is that? Just wondering. Miss Summer, I'm so sorry you're missing Christmas. It breaks my heart. Merry Christmas to Summer. Yeah, I am so sad that we didn't find her and that she isn't getting to have a Christmas this year with the ones that she loves, you know. Yeah, me too. It's terrible. I will be lighting a candle for Summer on Christmas. I do it already, but I will on Christmas light a candle for Summer and for every missing child, even missing adults that families are missing for this year. I will light a candle for that. Poor baby Summer, I'm sorry. This one freaked me out when I first saw it. Hey Candace, want to come down here and share these Pringles with me? I don't know why. I don't know why that's so creepy. It just is. I don't like clowns to begin with. And then to see that, it's kind of freaky. It's freaking me out. Guys, like I said, I am going to be doing another live stream. We're going to get a little bit farther into the carnival and the carnival circuit. I don't believe that we have heard the name yet of the person who is actually involved here. Candace and Dawn have not, in my opinion, not said the person's name that we really need to be looking at here. Yes, in my opinion, I do believe Candace knows. Did you guys hear that there was some sort of, I don't know if it was a live stream or something recorded the other day where Dawn was on video or something hitting Candace and screaming, "Where's Summer?" And what, does anybody know what that was? Where that was? What are people talking about? Because I don't know where that came from. Does anybody know? Was that on someone's live stream or something? Apparently, the protesters that were going to go up there are holding off just a little bit. I hope I'm not missing any super chats or anything, you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you. If you did donate and I didn't see it. Yeah, Molly Go Lightly was going to go down there and protest, and Bullhorn Betty and JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches. Yeah, but I think it's been postponed, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so Candace was mad at Dawn was talking on a live stream with another female. So was that, I mean, that's every live stream, right? So was that recently, like in the last day or two? Was it Molly Golightly? Or what is that? Are you just talking about, oh, it is Molly Golightly's channel? I mean, I did share that on my, I did make a video about their fight with Molly Golightly, but I didn't hear him say where's Summer, where's Summer. So I don't know if that was a different, I don't know if that was a different time. Did she have them on her channel twice? I mean, oh, it was Ziggy's channel. Is it? Huh. Yeah, I've never seen that where he's yelling at her, where's Summer, and he's being physically abusive to her. I never saw that. I did hear him say that he has 7 alibis and Candace has none. In my opinion, not that Dawn is innocent in all of this, but this was not, I feel like he wasn't there, and that he doesn't know where she is or what really happened. And that if Candace told him what really happened, it would be a problem. It's just what I think. What else do we have about Summer? Let me see what else I had here. You know, that was pretty much all I wanted to talk about today as far as looking outside the circle, keeping an eye, yes, on the church, not harassing or bullying the church, but keeping an eye on the church, and looking into the Lamplight Theater and looking into the carnival circuit. I mean, we don't know who Candace still talks to from the carnival circuit. We have no idea. Yeah, no idea. All right, hang on. Karen, we love you. I would love to visit Texas. I would have loved to live in Texas had the opportunity arose, for sure. Let's go, Brandon. Ziggy talked to Dawn yesterday and had a few odd things to say. Yeah, he was talking about how hot a 12-year-old was. One of Allie's children, and the way he said it was just really creepy. Creepy. It's creepy. I'm not saying Dawn is innocent in all things here, in my opinion. Yes, Candace was a carny on the circuit. Yes. Right after her first 2 children got taken away, Candace and her other son, she has a daughter named Candace. Yes, she jumped on the carny circuit. Pi says, Princess, yes, it would have to be an astronomical odds that the same family has 2 women missing, a daughter and a granddaughter. So again, you kind of have to look like, what is the common thread here? However, it is possible they're not connected. Yes, it is. But, you know, it could just be a coincidence. But yeah, the odds are very high to have 2 missing people in the same family, for sure. Let me see what else I wanted to talk about. Oh, let's take a look at this. We're going to get, I think we're going to get off of Candace's page here. And, but there was something else here. Hang on a minute. Photos, albums. videos. Some of the, I'm not going to play any videos. There was more albums here, guys. Or am I missing it? Cover photos. And there was actually a lot more. What you doing, baby girl? It's like I can't. She's so cute. Yeah, so let's look at something else. Don in Share Life said he was home that day. You're talking about Share from Voices Behind the Wall here on YouTube. Yes, I did hear him sort of slip and say we. And one time when they asked what he thinks happened, they said somebody took her down to the road and put her in her car. Put her in her car. He has said a lot of things that freak me out. A lot of things, honestly. Another thing I was looking at, let me share this, is the missing National Center for Missing and Exploited Children from Tennessee. So it brings up 143. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Yeah. So, but if you look at this, there's only 143 on this list. Only, I say that one is too many. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. One is too many. But if you look through this list, all of these missing people on this list are basically 16 and up. 16 and up. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Tennessee. 16 and up. Here's a baby that's been missing since 2009. She would be 12 years old now, missing from Memphis, Tennessee. How sad is that? There's some unidentified children that have probably remains have been found and they don't know who they are, like some of these here. But so there's one baby so far. Most of them were 16 and up. Here's a little girl that was 10 that disappeared in 2011, Millersville, Tennessee. Never found. Missing since 2011. Summer is on here, guys. She's just... You would think the newer ones maybe would be at the top, but I mean, maybe not necessarily in alphabetical order or whatnot. But you sure do have to scroll a long ways to try to get to Summer. I know she's on here. I saw her earlier. Oh, there's a 14-year-old missing since 2007. It'd be 15 years later. She'd be 30-something years old by now. I'm talking about Keely Marie Oakes. Okay, we'll keep going. Family abduction, 2002. I mean, I really don't see that much too recent. Here's one missing from September 2021. September. Whoops. Missing since September 18th, 2021. Isaac Schaefer. A lot of these are very old, guys, and it's sad that hasn't been closure in all of this. And then this bothers me too, guys. Summer Moon, Utah Wells, age 5, date of birth, missing since June 15th. Why did they put a picture up that looked nothing like what she looked like when she went missing? I don't know. Why isn't her hair short? Why isn't there a picture of her head shaved? I would have put both, one of her with short hair and one of her with longer hair. I mean, this is not what she looked like when she went missing. Hey, Spirit Moon, how you doing? My big thing lately is that connection on the hill. They sure are on the Wi-Fi and phone a lot. I do believe any phone is capable of calling 911. Yes, it shouldn't matter if you're calling 911. Yes, she shouldn't have had to. What did she say? She tossed one phone in the back of Dawn's truck and took the other phone. Yeah, I wondered about that, but I'm definitely not an expert in that, field. And so I don't know. But yes, you would think you could call 911 on any phone. That's another thing. The 911 call, it says the mother went for a walk and came back and she was gone. Could the 911 call operator just have misunderstood when Candace said, "Oh, I walked to my grandma's trailer and I walked back and she was gone"? It doesn't sound like it was only 40 feet or whatever, right? It sounds like she went for a walk and came back. That could be something that was misconstrued or just misunderstood by the person relaying the 911 call, but it's a little strange. God have mercy on all the missing children. Money tactics, yes, thank you. Is that true? Some phones you have to pay to call 911? What? That should be illegal, in my opinion. Guess it depends on where you are. Can someone get rid of Harry Glenn, please? One of the mods, Harry Glenn, bot.fyi, please. Delete Harry Glenn. Any mods still in here? I'm just going to block it, actually. Why have they not released the 911 call? I don't know. Dawn said he called 911 and Candace said she called 911, but we haven't we haven't heard them. I don't know why they're not released. People have tried under the Fair Act, the Fair Use Act or the Release of Information Act, public information, but no, we don't. We haven't heard those, and it's kind of disappointing, right? Let's go, Brandon. Yes, ma'am. I am going to mod you. Let's go, Brandon. Let me find you. I have to find you actually on my phone to do that. All right, I just gave you a wrench, ma'am. Just gave you a wrench. Let's go, Brandon. Does anyone care about an update for Daniel Robinson? I will do another spirit box session soon this week, asking summer questions about the recent search and some other things. Asking spirits about that anyway. But Daniel Robinson is important too. Just because he's 24, he's still someone's child. He still went missing in the middle of the desert. His vehicle was found smashed. And I want to show you an update from the father because there's some unusual things. His phone, his clothes, his keys were found with the vehicle. His clothes, guys. We live in the desert with thorns and cactus. They're saying he just walked away from a crashed vehicle that was turned on its side in a ravine and disappeared. Somebody said he met a girl when he was working his second job with Instacart delivering alcohol here in Arizona. That he went to her house and he delivered alcohol, and her and her friend were kind of drunk and invited him in, and he partied with them, and then he kind of got infatuated with this girl apparently. He was showing up at her house unannounced. She said, "That's making her uncomfortable. Please don't just show up at my house." He was a little bit bummed about that. That's where we ended last, but now there's been a new update on Daniel. I will be doing another spirit box session with Daniel for sure. But, you know, I've met his father. I've looked into his father's eyes. The spirit box session I did do with Daniel gave a lot of information and even messages for his father. And at this point, it feels more important to me since he is so close that I go out looking every weekend. I do have footage. I have drone footage of the vertical mine shafts that we found out in the area. And after I play this update for Daniel, I want to play Reverend Donna Serafina's reading for summer. For those of you who haven't heard it or that want to stay, it's on Sweetie Pilo's channel. And I will go ahead and play it for those of you who want to hear it that haven't heard it or would like to hear it again. There's some good information in this reading. And I'm saying that because Reverend Donna Serafina has proven herself and has gotten amazing information in the past. Yes, I wish we could investigate all the missing. That is why I picked someone who's missing in my area. And I've walked in the desert with the family, and it's a whole different ballgame. Even in the desert, you think, oh, well, it's barren land and there's no trees. And how hard is it to find somebody? It's hard. I am not a psychic. I do not know where the body is. I take in the information that's given to me from the spirits during our sessions. I am not a remote viewer. And I do not see locations the way Reverend Donna Serafina does. So let me find something really quick. Hold on one second. We're going to go through this update. This was the beginning of November. I didn't make it out this particular day. And I'm sorry, we're not going to talk about summer anymore right this moment. If you're here for summer, we're going to move on to Daniel. Well, we are, because I'm going to play Reverend Donna Serafina's video here in a second. I wish that we could hear more from Donna too. I do know that she's working on another session. She may have already done another session. She just hasn't posted it. Robin was supposed to do a session. If you haven't seen my last video, Robin was supposed to do a session with Reverend Donna Serafina, and then she canceled at the last minute. Not only did she cancel, instead of just getting back to Donna privately and canceling, she made this public post and sort of shamed her with Bible verses and called her a creature, and rubbed me the wrong way. I'm just saying. But I'm going to show you guys an update. I have to use the restroom. I'm going to let this play while I go. And we're going to look at this update for laws really have to be changed. There's alerts that go out for children who go missing under 18. Yes, Donna has given the reading to the police. Karina the Dreamer, I believe, yes. But there's alerts that go out for children under 18. There's alerts that go out for the elderly. And there's alerts that go out for the in-between ages who have mental issues or need medications or in immediate danger in some way. Everyone else that's in between, if my 25-year-old child went missing, I don't have a 25-year-old child, but let's just say he went missing or she went missing, the police tend to say, well, they're an adult. They're allowed to disappear, period. And they don't even really look. So laws need to be changed here. And I believe that this David Robinson and the Daniel Robinson case is going to make a difference in that situation. I do believe things will be changed. We are going to advocate for some change. And if you're an adult that wants to go missing, guess what? Tell your family to F off. Tell your friends to F off. Tell them you're leaving and you will not hear from me again. Tell them. Just disappearing is ridiculous. How hard is it to tell them, F off, I'm leaving, I'm out of here, goodbye? Send a message, send a carrier pigeon, send a smoke signal, send a fax, send an email, bye. Because we will get the laws changed. And we will be looking for you if you vanish. I'm going to share this update for Daniel Robinson. David Robinson is Daniel's father. He is, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, check it out. First of all, he's very handsome. He's very sweet. He's a very nice man. He's ex-military, very intelligent man, and a beautiful voice. He sings some karaoke on his YouTube channel, and I love him. I love his family. This is David Robinson II. This is Daniel Robinson's father. Please subscribe to him. It's important. There are pictures of him singing down here. He's got a beautiful voice. But this is the most recent update. I didn't make it out here on this particular day. I think we went out. This was on a Saturday. We went out on Sunday.
Health insurance.
And so I didn't get to see this live. Let's see. I think this was on November 25th that this update was recorded. So if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to play this. I'm going to use the restroom. And we'll let you guys watch this.
Hi, good morning. My name is Evan Short. That's EVANSHORT. I'm the I assist the Three Laws Recon and the family of the Robinson family for conducting searches. I want to thank you all for coming out. This is the 16th public search that we've had. We've had the extended family of volunteers coming out. And we just wanted to thank you all for coming out here. Mr. Robinson does have some words that he'd like to share and express with everybody today. Mr. Robinson?
Good. All right, thank you, Evan. All right, before I get started, first I want to thank God, who's the author and finisher of my faith. I want to thank him for blessing me to even be here for my son, providing my life in a certain area where I can be here for him. I also want to thank the volunteers that come out here every weekend, volunteering their time. And, without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search. They like I said, they were out here working tirelessly, um, spending their weekends with me out here in the desert, looking for a stranger, somebody they don't know, somebody they do know, someone they can relate to. They are the people that have empathy for others. They came out here to search for my son, and I'm really happy and proud of them. And I really thank you guys for doing that for me and my family. My daughter here also. These people here that come out here every weekend, they are mothers, they are fathers, they are sisters, they are brothers. They're just like me and my family. Saying they saw a calling and they saw a need from another family, and they showed up. So I'm grateful for them. And, these people came out here to show all their love to me and my family. They're the ones that showed me and my family that there's a lot of people out there that's capable of love. The volunteers for the search for Daniel, I love and I appreciate each and every one of them as my own family. They are my extended family. I tell them that every time we come out here, we're just not searchers, we are a family. The staff that's here, Mr. McGrath, Jim here next to me, Evan, we all family here. And I'm really proud of what's been happening out here every Saturday. Also, I want to thank my logistics coordinator, Evan Short, and his wife. From day one after joining, my search efforts, they had done everything with passion. They never missed a single search, they never asked for anything. They just show they love and, help me out every way they can, say everything we needed here, they're here for us. Also, I wanted to thank my private investigator, Jeff McGrath, and his staff, Jim, who helped me and my family find the truth of what happened to my son's what helped me finding the truth of what happened to my son, Daniel Robinson. I'm grateful for his expertise in the accident reconstruction that allowed us to finally get some information towards what happened to this vehicle, my son's vehicle, the day he went missing. He cares. His care and knowledge uncovered everything that we needed to know about how my son's vehicle ended up over that hill over here behind us into that ravine. His findings are valuable and answer some of the questions that my family and myself have. Mr. McGrath is not only just the accident reconstructionist, he's also my friend. Thank you. Mr. McGrath is the only accident reconstructionist in my son's case who thought enough, that it was worthwhile looking, physically touching my son's vehicle, physically looking at it and looking at the data, using all this expertise and knowledge that you have to find the truth. And I thank you.
You're so welcome.
Also to my attorney, Jay Calhoun, I thank you. She don't like to be on camera, but I thank her anyway. I thank you for your professionalism and your counsel. Anytime I'm feeling down, you're there. You'll give me encouraging words, and I really appreciate that. You looked out for my best interest so far, and I'm really grateful that you came along. So thank God for you. And all the long hours that you put in just to help my family, to get all the, keep us from legal harm. So I really thank you. You're like a big sister or something. So, and I want to thank all the people who helped in the searches, who donated, the ones that couldn't make it here, donated their money, signed a petition, make phone calls. I have one in particular, Penny, she's behind me, who often call and check in on me almost daily. So I'm really grateful for her. I know she's back here behind me.
Here, buddy.
Oh, there she go. Okay, all right. I'm really thankful for her for doing that. and all the many people that's back here. I'm sure I've received so many phone calls and text messages, and they come out and they ask questions, show so much interest into my son's case. It is overwhelming. You know, it's overwhelming with love, and I'm really grateful for each and every person. And also to my family, who is the backbone of this whole thing, you know. I wouldn't be out here and I wouldn't be doing this thing without them. You know, they gave me the strength. They're behind the scenes. A lot of times people don't get to see them or hear them. They don't get to hear Daniel's mother, but they're there constantly trying to find answers to what happened to Daniel. Daniel's mother's at home with her husband. She has a lot of pain and suffering that she had to go through. She's not a person also that don't want to be in front of the camera a lot. She's a quiet person, you know, like to keep things quiet, but she's still there. And I want everybody to know that. Daniel has a mother that loves him, and that's at home suffering. You have a siblings, one here with me today, that also think about their little brother. My job is to continue to put the pressure on the law enforcement, in this case, to find answers that we need. And, you know, as a father, I came here from Columbia, South Carolina to do so, to find answers and do whatever I have to do to find my son, and also seek all the help that I can get. If I can't get it from law enforcement, I had to do it myself, but that don't stop me from trying to get law enforcement to do the right thing. I also want to thank the media for coming out, because without the media, I would not be able to spread my son's what's happened to my son and the whole entire case here. You know, it's been a hard, long road just to get the media's attention, but now that I have it, I'm grateful. You know, get my son's story out there, let people know what's happening. And that way, if, you know, Daniel's out there somewhere, somebody have seen anything, heard anything, somebody will say something. So I'm grateful for that. Well, my son, Daniel, he started his life as an adult here in Arizona. He moved away from the cradle of his parents and his siblings in Columbia, South Carolina. He graduated from the College of Charleston to move out here here to Phoenix with his degree in geology. He started working at a company called Matrix New World. Some call it Matrix Southwest Groundwater. He worked that job diligently. He loved his job because it provided him to be able to expand his career in geology. In the terrain, he loved it out here. He get to collect the rocks that he loved the most. And you know, Daniel, when he first came out here, I seen him grow. He started off with what we like to call a hoopty, a little car that he had to fix and repair every day. But he got that car and he was proud of it because it gave him a chance to get to work on time, be a responsible adult, and you know, saying, and he loved his job, like I said. So he was blessed that later on that he was able to buy his first vehicle, a brand new vehicle, his Jeep Renegade. He was very proud of that vehicle. Daniel, when he got the vehicle, of course, he wanted to show it to his parents. He sent me the picture of the vehicle, and we had plans to come out to here to Arizona in July to see the vehicle. But Daniel, so give me a second. Okay, with Daniel and I and his siblings, we had plans to get together in July, and I would have seen this vehicle for the first time. And I would have seen this vehicle for the first time, but instead, you know, I ended up seeing this vehicle in July in the condition that it was after it was taken from the scene right behind us here. Anyway, excuse me. Take your time. The first time I saw that vehicle was through a picture that Detective Biffin showed me from the police station. And is different from the picture that my son sent to me when he's showing it to me for the first time. My son's very proud of that vehicle. It's something that he accomplished in life as a tangible something to show his adulthood, his responsibility for himself, taking care of himself, living alone, starting off in life as a young man with a great career, high dreams, and the whole 9 yards. So it's very difficult to see that vehicle for the first time through a picture. But Daniel, excuse me for a second. Daniel, on the morning of June the 23rd, was given an assignment to visit 2 well sites. After going to the first well site, he called his representative from the drilling company, Weber, who was waiting on him out here on Sun Valley Parkway. After meeting with the representative on Sun Valley Parkway, Daniel followed the representative back out here in this desert to the well site. Once he got to the well site, the two of them had a conversation about the weather, according to the representative. After a few minutes later, Daniel waved and drove off out there in the desert to never be seen again. On July 19, 2021, a rancher who is a 4th generation cattle rancher ran into my son's vehicle, the Jeep Renegade, right across this hill, right here behind us here. According to the rancher, the Jeep Renegade was not there a couple of days prior to July 19th, 2021, because he had been through that area a couple of days before. Since he knows this land, because this is his land, he has been raised, and he's been raised in this land he's been raised in this land and knows this land very well. Like I say, he's a 4th generation cattle rancher. He's an expert on this land. The rancher told me personally that not only was that Jeep not there 2 days prior to July the 19th, but if it had been, his cattle would have been all over it. They would have been licking the vehicle, trying to get salt off of it. They would have been trying to get the case of water that was left in my son's vehicle in the back of that Jeep. They would have been messing around with the clothing that was on the ground outside of the vehicle. There would have been droppings all around that area because the cow would have hanged around there for a long time, because they often come through that ravine. Despite of this account from this witness who found my son's vehicle and put the timeline of when the vehicle got there, is not reported in the police report. His statement is not in the police report. In fact, the rancher account matches the findings of my investigator, Jeff McGrath, analysis. My investigator believes that his vehicle was crashed somewhere else and before making its way behind me here. The rancher's account backs up the Jeep was not there at least 2 days prior to July 19, 2021. Unless that vehicle was driven around the desert for almost 30 days without a gas fill up before making its way into that ravine, I can't see personally how it crashed in that ravine on July the 19th or 2 days prior, or July the 23rd when he went missing. That date do not match the data shown on the first crash, when the first crash happened 4 hours after my son went missing. We all know that there was a red transfer paint on my son's vehicle, on the driver's side. There was nothing red out here in the desert. If you guys look around right now, there's nothing red out here. The windshield had two impressions, as if something was trying to enter the vehicle from going inward. The damage on that vehicle does not match what happened in that ravine. Also, after the police collected my son's belongings, and put them into evidence bags marked for safekeeping. A sock belonging to my son was found near the well site where he went missing weeks later. Law enforcement built a case around around the disappearance of my son to include the opinions of coworkers that said he was acting odd. Coworkers who are not licensed into mental health, and they're not mental health experts, but not doctors. Yet their account made it into the report. There's a second person and the last person that saw my son on June 23rd, 2021. And I will let my investigator speak on that a lot more. It's okay. It's okay. He saw my son and his Jeep that morning, sometime that day. He's a federal employee. Law enforcement. My son held a conversation with him. He didn't seem to be, well, the federal worker in law enforcement told me personally that according to him, my son held a conversation with him. He didn't seem distressed. He was very polite. He helped him determine the best place to go out and target practice. Like you hear in the background now, they often do that out here. My son mentioned that he was at work in this area, and shooting in this area would not be good. According to this federal employee, law enforcement, Daniel didn't act odd or seem to have any sign of mental impairment. According to this federal worker, my son's Jeep was not damaged in any way. It appeared to be brand new. This federal employee stated that statement was not included in the record of law enforcement. According to this federal employee, law enforcement had never contacted him. His account potentially changes what we believe was the timeline to what happened on June the 23rd, 2021. This week, I sent Chief Hall a letter to Chief Hall, Chief of Buckeye Police Department. This letter was sent to him from a father who has been out here every week for 16 weeks searching and trying to find answers to what happened to my son. I am that father. I formally requested that the Buckeye Police Department call in the FBI to aid and do an investigation to the suspicious circumstances surrounding my son's case. After a failed attempt to get the law enforcement to search for my son over 12 hours after I put in the missing person report, I packed my car and I headed to Arizona to search for Daniel myself. Since then, I started a weekly search that to date didn't find Daniel, but uncovered some truths about the area where my son went missing. We have found the remains of humans out here. That proves something. That proves something. Crimes has happened out here. My son went missing out in the area where obvious crimes has happened. My son went missing in suspicious circumstances. Even Chief Hall agreed to that in the interview with CNN. Where's the investigation in these suspicious circumstances? Where's the investigation to why there are human remains being found out here in this area? Where did my son go to? What happened to him? What kind of suspicious activity and circumstances do law enforcement need before they investigate? I think that we have enough suspicious circumstances surrounding this case. In my letter to Chief Hall, I pointed out that everything that my investigator turned over to them, the people that we sent to them, that wanted to give their account, and the facts and the facts and suspicions circumstances surrounding my son's disappearance, the same suspicions that he himself on CNN said he saw. I received a response from the letter from my letter to Chief Hall on yesterday at 1:09 p.m. After brief words in his response, the last paragraph informed me that he personally contacted the FBI requesting review of my son's case. He hopes that fresh eyes on my son's case would bring light. He hopes that fresh eyes on my son's case will bring to light more details. He has a case briefing being scheduled for next week. After almost 5 months into my son's disappearance, my family and I are finally heading towards getting justice for Daniel. It took hard work. It took sleepless nights. It took searching for months, and it took the love that I have for my son to get the needle moving. No family should have to go through hurdles to find answers No family should have to go through hurdles to find answers or get closer to the pain of not knowing what happened to their loved ones. Every case involving a missing person should be treated with the same urgency as the next. There is no sorrow less felt by any family over the other when their loved one is missing. It is all the same. Sorrow, pain, and grief has no color. It is felt by all who are going through life, never receiving the answers to what happened to the one that was a part of their life. Often, people of color have to go through hurdles, do not receive the urgency that it takes to find their loved ones. As a result, they often go unheard, even when putting their trust in the very ones that are out here to serve and protect them. I have a petition with more than 95,000 signatures of people seeking justice for my son Daniel and all the victims and families whose voice is muffled by apathy. They signed for the unheard and the unknown. People signed a petition to see change on how the law is enforcement approaches missing persons reports. They want to see every case of missing persons treated with urgency and care, the same vigor and sweat every time. They need overwhelming support by outside agencies working together to find their loved ones. I pray that no family has to endure what my family has to take just to be heard and to have our missing person taken seriously. But unfortunately, if a department lacks the resources and training, they need to provide extra attention to the missing person. They must ask for help from outside sources. I am not going to stop searching for my son until he's found. After what I and my family had to go through for these months, I can't sit back and hope that they are going to give the same energy to find my son as I did for months now. To continue my searches, I am starting a new phase of searching. I have a city search where I need volunteers who are willing to go out to the homeless population, shelters, mental health facilities, hospitals, etc., to pass out flyers. And I want to let everybody know that's sitting behind me. Since, like I told you earlier, since it's going to be Thanksgiving next week, I will be counseling searches next week. Just to give my volunteers time, and they need to spend with their families. And I really appreciate them for doing this every week. I will continue my desert searches on Saturdays at 6:45 a.m., having my safety briefing. 7 o'clock to 11 for the searches. And then the city searches will begin on Saturdays also from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. All the information about that will be on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. Now I want to turn this over to my investigator, Jeff McGrath.
Thank you, David. I'm Jeff McGrath. I'm the Chief Investigative Officer and owner of Three Laws Recon Investigations. And when David contacted me about this case back in July after the vehicle was recovered, I got involved in from the picture that was shown to me that David had, the one and only picture that was provided to David by the Buckeye Police Department, there was obvious signs in that picture, obvious signs that a first week accident reconstructionist right out of training could spot. So I took on the case, and yes, I did uncover a lot of information in that vehicle that poses that there's a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding this. The damage, the crash data recorder, the airbag control module, what we call the black box information that was provided, none of that matched the ravine the vehicle was found in. I've spent a lot of time and work looking at that vehicle, processing that vehicle. I've found the red paint transfer, other information in that vehicle, and I have turned all of my information over to the Buckeye police detectives because I wanted them to step up their investigation. Unfortunately, when I went to go out and process the vehicle the first time when it was still in Buckeye's possession, they turned it over to us through Mr. Robinson and said, their exact words said, "We don't have an investigation. We're done. We don't have a crime and we don't have anything to investigate." So they've turned everything over to us. I currently have all of that, what should have been marked evidence and should still be in their evidence lockers for review. But as we go through all of it, we just keep finding more and more. And I sat down with the Buckeye Police Department and detectives, lieutenants and assistant chief, and explained to them my findings. And all they want to do is brush me off. They don't want my information. And we've been trying to put pressure on them from day one. And this is unacceptable. If this were my child, their child, anybody else's child, I believe especially if it was their child, I believe they'd step up their investigation. But for this, they look at this as a young black man that they believe just wanted to disappear and join a monastery. Absurd. It's absolutely absurd what they believe. But we have been putting pressure on them week after week after week. We finally got Chief Hall to admit to CNN on record that there are suspicious circumstances surrounding this. They say now that they're investigating this, that they do have an ongoing investigation, and they still haven't asked me to see the vehicle. It seems that their concern was to get an expert 3 months after the fact that does the same work I do to come out, not to help, but to rebut my information. And that's frustrating to me. This is not a civil case where we have experts battling against each other on whose vehicle did what. This is a cut and dry case where there's a vehicle found in a ravine. The damage doesn't match the profile, and they want to go out and find experts at Jeep to say that the information they found is not an anomaly. It actually is very disturbing to me that they want to just keep pushing it back and defy anything that we come up with. When I found the sock 3 miles away from here, that was Daniel's. The detective Sergeant Hanneman, said, "How do you know it's Daniel's? You can't prove that." Well, I know it's Daniel's, and if anybody saw the sock, and I'm willing to show anybody the sock compared to the socks they recovered and the socks that I took photographs in Daniel's bedroom, and you will say, yeah, that was Daniel's sock. Absolutely. We don't find a lot of socks out here in the desert. It's not common. But yeah, we did find one 3 miles away. That to them was not any concern. We keep finding human remains while we're out here. 2 weeks ago, was it 3 weeks ago? We discovered human leg bones, full femurs, both of them, and a pelvis, and some spinal cord, some vertebrae. And so, of course, we finally get Buckeye to come out and tape off. This is the first time I've actually seen them use crime scene tape in this instance, where they came out and they taped it off and they collected it. And we were told almost immediately it was not Daniel's, but it's somebody's. It's somebody's. So the Buckeye Police Department released their report on their investigation, and they want to, and they did put a lot of information in there that supports their side, but they have left out information like the cattle rancher, Brandon, that found the vehicle. His information was completely just not, it was just completely overlooked. It wasn't put in there. That's a major part to investigation. You have somebody who finds your main point of evidence and they have information and they're familiar with the land. That would be key to my investigation. And it is key to my investigation. I've spoken with Brandon numerous times. He's very, he's a very straightforward man. He's a straight shooter. He's not gonna jerk us around. He just basically told us flat out, I know that vehicle was not there 2 days prior. I'm 100% certain. I go with this information. I also go with science and fact. And when I do all my fact checking and look for my information out here, I can't find something that gives me concrete evidence that vehicle was not there 2 days before, but I do got to go with some pretty strong words like that. And when you see the vehicle, when they recovered it, it was not in the condition of something that's been out there for a month. During the monsoon time out here, it would have been a lot more dirty. There's a lot of information. Another thing is if you're out here in the desert and you got 2 cases of water bottles with you that are untouched in the vehicle and the person's gone, that kind of leads to believe that, somebody didn't just have an accident and try to wander off and find help, because they would have taken some water with them. I would assume. It's June out here in the desert. It's pretty hot. But there's a lot of information with this that just doesn't make sense. We're going to keep going. Hopefully now with the chief calling the FBI in, that will do something, because there's something going on here and we can't put our finger on it. We haven't answered every question. We've answered some. We still have the main question is, where's Daniel? And that's what we're going to find. We're not going to give up until we do. When I say we, I talk about my company and all my teammates and members, like Jim over here to my right, is also a well-seasoned investigator and a retired homicide investigator. Detective. He worked in my department with me. He's one of the best investigators I know. We're putting more eyes on this, more brains on this. We're doing everything we can. We're teaming up, and we're going to find something. We have, through this part, become family with Mr. Robinson and his family, immediate family, because I don't carry cases personal. I don't get passionate. I get passionate, but I don't get emotional over my cases. And I carry a lot of cases. I deal with a lot of death. I deal with a lot of families that are broken because of the work I do. But this one hurts me, and it hurts me because I'm a father. It hurts me because I see how broken this has gotten David. We're going to hang on his side. We're on his right and left side right now, and we're going to stay that way. Even when we're not with him, we're on his side. So we're going to keep going forward, and hopefully we get some answers. And when we can sit down with the FBI, we believe that's going to progress this case much quicker. We're going to accelerate from there. So let's hope they sit down with us, and we can just bypass Buckeye at this point, because there needs to be something done about this. And it's not just Buckeye. I have since this obtained 2 new cases, and they are both people of color, where the law enforcement agencies, and it's not Buckeye, it's other agencies, have just stopped and said, we're done. We don't have anything else. I can't imagine just stopping. I got a poor 18-year-old girl that's missing. Family's been looking for her since 2019. And the police department says, we've done all we can do. It blows my mind. Something has to change with law enforcement. And I am retired law enforcement, and I've dealt with missing persons in law enforcement. So has Jim over here. And we know we put in the resources we can, but there has to be some type of change in law enforcement. And it's not just people of color too. It's anybody that goes missing. Gabby Petito got attention immediately and got the FBI on immediately. We didn't. We took us weeks and months to get any media coverage on this, and we've been out here doing this without media, and we're going to keep doing it if the media is here or not. But something has to change within law enforcement, and I'm speaking for all law enforcement, saying you got to do something. You need to get the resources. If you don't have the resources, it's okay to say I don't have the resources. Reach out above you. There's county, there's state, there's federal. You can always ask for help. You shouldn't dig your heels in and say I've got this, and nobody else is gonna figure this out but me. That's the problem we're dealing with. So let's hope we get some change in law enforcement, whatever it takes. If we got to write our senators in Congress and say we need to do something, because the phone calls I'm getting since this they're blowing me away. I didn't realize it was as bad as it is. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Jim Archer over here with Intuitive Research Group. He and I work together. And like I said, he is primarily homicide, but he does work with me, and very smart and great investigator.
Thank you very much. My name is Jim Archer, spelled Archer. I own Intuitive Research Group, and although I own my own company and Jeff owns his own company, we are partners in our investigative teams and endeavors. So he and I are working this case together, and I'm grateful for David for including me in on this. So I've been aware of this case since August, but I've been really dedicated to it since late September. And I am a retired investigator, and I have worked homicides and missing persons cases. And this case is unique among other cases because of the circumstances that were eloquently described here today. And because of that, it should have been handled as an endangered missing person from the beginning, and even looked at as if it were a homicide to be properly investigated. And what I've seen so far was kind of concerning, to say the least, on how it was handled. Certainly, if I were investigating a case like this, it would have been, well, to say the least, interesting. And it would have been handled by our department a little bit differently. We would have moved forward with it as an endangered missing person, I guess you could say. And we would have at least worked it until we had the right kind of closure. And that's what Jeff and I are working towards, and in the interest of David here, is to get the right kind of closure, to get the answers that he deserves and move forward so that he can move on with his life and his family can be at peace. So that's what we're striving for. That's what Jeff and I are working for. And again, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay. Again, thank you all for coming out and supporting this press conference. I want to again, lastly say thank you to the volunteers. I just love you guys. You just don't know. And all the ones that's out there right now that wasn't able to make it to the press conference that's out there currently doing foot searches. So I'm grateful for them too. So I want to tell you, my family, we really appreciate you. Love you from the bottom of my heart. And I really am grateful for each and every one of you. You're like family to me. And I just want y'all to know that. Thank God for you. All right.
Amen.
That concludes my press.
Now that's a dad who wants to find his son, right? This guy doesn't even live here. He lives in South Carolina. He's been here since his son disappeared back in June. Pretty sad, you guys. So I wanted to go back to Summer for a minute. There is a petition that you can sign to help Daniel's family. I will put it on my community tab, the link. It is on there already, but it's pretty far down, so I'll put it up again today. If you could just sign the petition, it's free. This is to help get some change going in these cases where people fall in between ages, you know, not old enough, not young enough. But I would like to talk about Summer again. This will be, I can share Donna's reading, part 1 and part 2 from Sweetie Pilo's channel, or I can play the video where I put Reverend Donna Serafina's reading together with my spirit box sessions and see how that fits together. Which way would you guys like? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, they want to see Donna Serafina. They want to talk about Summer. Well, I want to talk about Summer now. You want to see both? They're pretty close to the same thing. The number 2. A lot of people probably saw it on my channel already. I didn't want to like double share, so put you guys through all that if you've already seen it. But hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it on here. It's a little bit disturbing. Hang on a second. There is trigger warnings in here. It is not a good reading. It is not something for the faint of heart. I do live spirit box sessions. The problem is we miss 80% of the replies in real time. However, we do hear replies in real time. There was one rebel girl that came up and asked for her son, Gavin Mato, to come through during my live session. And I didn't know how to say the last name. I said, we're asking for Gavin Mato. And the spirit box comes on and says simply Mato. So they corrected me on how to say his name. We also heard his name, Gavin, come through the spirit box. The reason I don't do it live so much is because I feel like I need to go back and put up all the answers so that people, like I say, we miss 80% of the replies in real time. So going back and re-listening is how I come up, with the rest of the information. And right now, I still work another job outside of the house. And so I just don't have time to go through and put up all the answers. But yes, we will be doing members only spirit box sessions, because we have like maybe 25 members so far. A little bit easier to try to go through and recount. So I will be doing that. But if you guys want to see my video, this is a mix of Reverend Donna Serafina's reading and my spirit box sessions that I've done so far with Summer. And we can see kind of the picture that we're getting painted here from, I believe, what is the spirit realm. So I can share that now with you guys. Let me see how long this is. It's about 23 minutes long or so, the video. This is Reverend Donna Serafina. She did say, by the way, that she was going to do another reading, and I haven't heard that she's put it up yet. Maybe she's already done one. Like I said, she was supposed to do one with Robin, and Robin backed out. But let's watch this. It's interesting when her reading is put together with my spirit box session. And to be honest, it was a little creepy. But again, this is a trigger warning. This is disturbing information. Just so you know. So you've been warned. Let's go ahead and play it. I'll share it here. Okay, guys. I'm going to be watching and chatting with you guys during this in the chat. So this is a warning. We're talking about Summer Wells today, and the things that we're going to talk about are tragic and profound. Thank you, Psychic Reverend Donna Serafina. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you here. If it's your first time, my name is Judy, and we talk about true crime here, and we reach out to the paranormal. I reach out to spirits to see if they can give us information about what's happened to them. First of all, I got home from work today, and this was laying in my front yard. It was a newspaper that they throw in my front yard every day. And when I went to pick it up, is what I saw. Summer is here. And man, my heart dropped. And I know it's just an advertisement, but the universe gives us signs all the time, I believe. Just like I believe in Psychic Reverend Donna Serafina. She does have a channel here on YouTube. 80% of you probably already know who she is. She is an amazing psychic medium. She is super accurate. She has an amazing connection with the spirit realm. And she told us all about what happened to Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow in her very first reading she did for them many, many months before they were found. Super accurate, guys. I will put a link to that first reading also in the description of this video if you want to check it out. I just want to say real quick that Donna, her name is Donna Lambert. She has written a book, Motherhood to Mediumship, Connecting with Loved Ones in Spirit. And her own daughter, Nicole, was murdered, you guys. Sweetie Pilo, Miss Lauren, used this word when describing Donna. She said her spirit connection is profound. And that is the word, guys, profound. We're going to talk about the 2 sessions that she's done so far regarding Summer Wells, and just be warned, it can be a trigger. And if you don't want to hear some of these details, then maybe you shouldn't watch. We are not going to listen to the entire session here. We are just going to go over some things that she talks about. If you want to see the full video, you'll have to go to Sweetie Pilo's channel. Lauren, I love you. I love you and Donna. If you guys have any issues with me using clips from this, please let me know. I'll take it down immediately. Disclaimer: everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. What you are about to hear is, I'm going to call her Miss Donna. Miss Donna's opinion of what and her interpretation of what she saw, and my spirit box sessions and clips of what we've recorded. Again, this is our opinion and our opinion only.
I'm seeing an upside down gazebo, an upside down carousel. The carousel's right side up, but there's a mirror. And it's like I'm looking at a gazebo. At first it looked like an upside down gazebo, but then it looked like a reflection, like a mirror reflection. Definitely the mirror thing is bringing up chills on my legs. So I'm supposed to be seeing a mirror. And I feel like we're going to be looking also for one of those places with the carousel where you ride horses. They filmed her there. They took pictures of her there. I think that might be where they originally met at. Those people took pictures to see if they wanted to buy her. And it's the mom I see selling her. A steam engine. And it might be the park where the steam engine is. I keep getting groomed since birth, and they've said that in my ear like 5 times. Like the first time I'm like, yeah, could be, but they keep saying it. So I think essentially these are all selling points to these ring. And the thing about it is, you never know who's really involved,
Your secret, be sure to tell all your secrets to Reverend Donna Serafina, okay?
For some reason, I'm seeing someone stabbing her. And this guy, it's almost like theater. Like he's dressed like some kind of character. Like, okay, I'm seeing a knife being used.
Did that say dead? Killed.
Okay, I'm seeing going to one of these underwater. Well, what I'm seeing is, you know, where I live at SeaWorld, and that you go under and you watch the fish through the, or you watch the orca whale or whatever through the, aquarium. Part of the reason, I feel like part of the reason they brought her here is like, I wonder if they're middlemen. But anyways, okay, so like they want pictures of her being this normal girl, right?
I'm going to ask if you have any messages for your mother, Summer. Do you have any messages for your mom?
But it feels like they would have kept her around for years. But it was too high risk. So we had to do a standard dozier. I don't have to look that up. DOZIER, dozier. We had to do a standard dozier. I don't know what that means. Okay, so now I'm seeing a couch. The couch has a pillow on it. Summer wants to go home now. Like she misses her mom and dad. But they're trying to act nicer and saying, "This is your new home, see? Don't you like us?" And blah, blah, blah. Where is she buried? What did they do with her? Where they buried her is down a hill. Because you would definitely not be able to walk. You have to put yourself sideways and go down sideways like that.
Can you look around Summer and tell us what's around her physical body right now? And then we'll get to some other questions. Can you tell us just what is around her that someone could see from a road? Can you tell us? Walked. A tree by a hill.
I've seen a newspaper article of them being arrested, so I don't know if that's for past offense or for the future. I see Summer, so it might be that they will get arrested. I got a lot of spirit energy, so they're gonna get arrested. Well, they lead Summer. Someone will make a deal and lead Summer to the body of Summer probably. So that's how they'll find her body. But it's like this seems like both parents were in agreement about her. Candace wanted to make sure to get rid of her before kindergarten. Was hoping to get rid of her before kindergarten started, so there'd be less notice. of it.
It's time. It is time. The cops. The cops, get them. That's what it sounded like.
Let me see. Back to the carousel. Twin. There's a really weird reflection. It's like it's a carousel. It's like it's a real one in a way that they bring her to, but then there's a mirror underneath, and it's like you see straight down, like if it was a toy carousel. So they act to Summer like they're going to be super nice to her, buy her an ice cream cone, gain her but her parents told her to go. That trade-off for money may have happened at that carousel. Okay, I'll just start saying what I feel. I feel like Candace has crazy making going on. I feel like Candace is very physically abusive. I feel like some sort of candy cane house or gingerbread house. I mean, I see a gingerbread house, but I feel like calling it the candy cane house. And the reason I feel like calling it that is because like the doorways look like they're made of candy canes. And then the grandma comes into my awareness. Candace and Dawn both abuse Summer, both of them. Okay. And grandma knows exactly what's up. I just feel like grandma totally knows. And she also blocked me. I messaged her and she blocked me. And I just feel like, you know what? When people have something to hide, that's why they don't want a psychic around. Are you kidding me? If your 5-year-old was missing and someone offered to help you, right. Something to hide. They always have something to hide. Grandma has something to hide, and that's called knowledge.
Miss Summer, was your grandma nice to you? It's just a question. Was your grandma nice to you, Miss Summer?
Yes. Yeah.
I have some weird spirit energy too. It's like weird spirit energy. It's the abyss. It's just the abyss. CPS is in the process of removing all these children from the home. Huge chills on my legs. And Summer's gonna be gone anyways when they find out what we've been doing to her. We'll lose all the kids. Okay, so they showed me this one thing about this little girl. The interpretation I would get would be that people can rest assured that people have reported this. People have reported, like, say, Robin or whoever, people have reported what they know. Whoever, friends, whatever. It feels like Dawn is saying, we got to get rid of Summer. We can't keep her around. Like, we're going to lose all the kids. They're very aggressive people. They just have no mercy on this little Summer. Like, I got a wave of spirit energy. behind her. She was hard to handle, and Candace didn't like the constant. It just feels like Candace whacks her across the head all the time. Feels like the Candace is the leader about getting rid of Summer. And one excuse she has is Don's fixation on her. Another excuse she has is the CPS investigation could reveal massive, not just by Dawn, but by Candace. And Candace selling her to people like Jose or whatever. And Candace is, it feels to me like I keep seeing Candace getting rid of Summer. I don't see her killing her on purpose. And it's not like she wants to hurt her. She just wants her gone. She's tired of laying there while Donnie's taking at her or whatever. He's, just wording she is. I got chills. I got spirit energy across my legs. I got chills on my arms. So Candace makes a deal with somebody to get rid of her. That's what happens.
It's her fault. Something about night falls.
I got chills on my legs. She becomes a liability because this case is getting too high profile. So whereas they might have kept her around for some kind of, whatever they do. But then I'm showing her in the back seat and I'm like, is she dead there? I get a chill on my leg about they drugged her so that she could, I got chill on my leg about that. They drugged her so that she could make the transfer easy.
Sandwich medicine. Again, I heard that in the last session.
The good thing is, I do believe that they will arrest somebody, and then this is because there's more than one person involved. One person is going to make a deal to show them where the body is. So the cartoonish man with the top hat, it's like he puts on a whole show about hurting the little girl. He enjoyed that. See, that's what people don't get. He doesn't feel guilty. He enjoyed that. So maybe if people think they're closing in on him, yeah, and I got chills on my legs. I see him stab her, among other things. If what I see is true, then Candace is going to need to go to prison. And I don't know if they'll be able to prove anything about Don unless they've got photos. And they might. Look, he had a camera. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they'll find some photos, all right. I got chills on my legs about that. They're going to find photos of Don doing things. See, Grandma doesn't have any problem with kids being sexually abused either. She's mean. Like, I don't know how Candace can even be friends with her mom. Her mom, I just keep feeling like her mom would take a leather strap to them. And it's this weird kind of consensual mind abuse that makes the kid feel like it's their fault or something. Like they did something wrong. There's something about them that's wrong. Why the victimization? The mom's not helping. They all know. That's how I feel. They all know. Dawn, Candace, and the grandma all know. These women who think they pretend they don't know what's going on, you're guilty. You're just as guilty. Who would let a child be abused by a man in their house? You're guilty too. So quit pretending you're not. And they'll be making arrests, and someone will be telling them where the body is. And I have some spirit energy about that. So well, let's just look forward to that day.
Thank you, Psychic Reverend Donna Serafina. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm freaking sick. So, it's always good to go back and rewatch things, right? I've been rewatching all the interviews from day one from Dawn and Candace and live streams they did way back when. Hi, Angie Willett. Good to see you. Yeah, Spirit Moon. I mean, this Dawn even said on someone's live, who was it? Was it Cher from Voices Behind the Wall? That Dawn just said, told her this. She said something about the church being involved or other people being involved, and Dawn told her it's way deeper than that. So what does that mean? We heard him say it. What does that mean? I can't. Anyway, yes, I do hope Reverend Donna Serafina has a part 3 coming up. I know she's busy, and like I said, I know she doesn't like doing these type of sessions. It's very dark. It's hard on your soul. It's hard on your heart, and it can literally make you sick sometimes. Reverend Donna Serafina likes to give mothers of children who have passed away peace, and readings that have to do with messages from the child to the parent, good, loving, sweet messages from heaven. She doesn't like to do this, even though she's so good at it. In fact, I heard Chris McDonough from the interview room say that when he was a detective or an officer working in California, that he sometimes when he'd get stuck, he would go to a psychic medium there in California, and come to find out the lady he was talking about was actually Reverend Donna Serafina's teacher, mentor. So it was interesting to hear him, say that. Hi, Rhonda Hall. Good to see you. Cornbread Mafia. No, but is there a carnival mafia? Is there a carnival mafia? Just saying. Is there some kind of carnival mafia that, just wondering. A bot in the room. where's the bot? Where are you, little bot? Oh, I got it. I'll delete it. Thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I am going to do another session asking about summer and about the search that was just recently done and see if we can get more information. Thank you, mods. Yes, for helping me out today. I appreciate all of you. I guess I better get off here. It's been a minute, but I love you guys. I'll let you go about your day. And I got stuff to do, like everybody else. I got to do laundry and clean the house and wrap some presents. And thanks again to all the mods and everyone that gave super chats or super stickers today. Anyone that became a new member today thank you so much. It'll be good to see you in the Earth Angels Clubhouse. There is a community tab for members only where you can get a link to the Earth Angels Clubhouse, and we hang out in Discord. I pop in and out of there when I can. Other people come in. You guys can chat with each other, share photos, and I appreciate that. Anybody who has purchased merch recently, if you would like me to share a picture on my community tab, or you don't mind if I save a picture on my community tab, if I share it, please send it to my email, afterliferesearch1111@gmail.com. And I would love to see your guys' pics of the merch. I'm new at merch. Thank you for all of those who have checked out the community tab and participated in figuring out merch and giving me yays or nays. You guys are my focus group and I need you. So I appreciate you. Don't forget to keep an eye on the community tab. And I hope you guys have a great day. I love you all so much. I will see you on the other side.